Just finished our 4th in-person training session, and it was our first at level 2 with Applause Your Paws in Miami, and it was so good. It was the first time I feel like I've loved all the classes, but this was the first time that I thought, okay, I definitely couldn't do this at home, because we were practicing neutrality kind of with other dogs. So the trainer, Marlene, who's brilliant, began the class and kind of explained why you should not let your dogs greet other dogs on leash, which I was so glad she said, because I left my last week and I was like, have I been doing this right? But she said, yes, don't let your dogs greet on leash. She said, we don't want our dogs to expect. She said we don't want our dogs to expect to play with other dogs if they want to play, and we don't want our dogs to feel like we're not protecting them if they're fearful of other dogs. And those are normally the two drivers for dogs pulling towards other dogs. So we got to the class and there were kind of 2 rows on opposite ends of the room of these cones. She asked us to all stand next to a cone, and then we kind of walked back and forth to the cone on the opposite side of the room. And honestly, I was prepared to be humbled, and I was a little bit humbled. I didn't expect Vigo to do great at this, because he's okay, but he's not great at not reacting with other dogs. I have to remind myself that he's only 6 months old. He turned 6 months old on Wednesday. I actually have been getting his age wrong and thinking he's older than he is. But we crossed the room to the people opposite us, and it was interesting because when he was paired with a dog that was super barky, super kind of reactive, he then became more reactive and was trying to lunge and play. The trainer then coupled us up with a dog that was more neutral, and Vigo walked by no problem. So that was interesting to see in the class, because this is something that I've noticed too when we're out and about, is that when he gets attention from dogs or people, he's much more likely to react. So that was the first exercise we did. And then the second exercise was everyone stood next to a cone, and each person would take a turn kind of weaving in and out of the cones with the dogs and their owners. And again, Vigo did okay at this. He wasn't great, but again, it's his first level 2 class. It's his first time doing this kind of exercise, but I'm so excited to see his progress. And overall, I think it was a really good session. 10 out of 10.